Did you know things always get better? It always. There's no way it can't get better. One thing I feel like us humans struggle with is understanding that we're going through something as an experience. We have to experience difficulties when we're experiencing the good. And that got me so far in life because I understood that I can't expect it to always be good. It doesn't work like that. Imagine going through life, everything is spot on, great. Yeah, some people will be like, oh, it's fun, keep letting the fun go, but where's that extra excitement? Where's that, man, it's down and I can't wait for that up, like a roller coaster. And so I say this because don't look at your bad or how hard the situation to be as the end all be all, or I don't even want to deal with it. I'm not saying to ever dismiss a bad feeling that you're feeling, like in the sense of like, oh, you're going through a period of time that everything is hitting the wall. But I'm trying to say embrace it, right? Because when we talk about gratitude and living in the moment, what do you think is actually supposed to happen in those particular situations, right? Like if you're living in the moment when you're going abiding, let me say, instead, by the idea of you're grateful for where you're at. You're grateful to have a roof over your head. You're grateful that you can actually work, or you're grateful that you can actually listen and write and understand, comprehend, make something out of something. It's a choice too. So I say this to say, like, things aren't always going to be easy, but what can you do to make it better? Now, I could give this talk all day long. I really can, because I think that it's kind of one of my favorite talks. But the point is that I do want to still focus a lot more on like what's the other stuff that you can be doing. And I look at it as in like, when things get better, it's also a matter of being real with yourself. So if you've been going through things, or if things are just turning left, you also have to look at like what needs to be changed. I always use this reference like for anything, whether it's lifestyle, dating, I always use this reference. And just a heads up, consultations are available. If you do want a book, I don't want to talk much about it, but I do have a website. I do talk to multiple people, and I'm so glad to give results that actually help. And I've been talking to a lot of people for years now. So it's just about your situation, and Patreon is available. So if you want to learn more, just click the link down below. Now, I use this as a reference a lot to refer to if you are going through a situation, there's pain with it regardless, right? So what kind of pain do you want to feel? Do you want to feel the heartache that is forever, never coming to an end, in the sense of like, you could have done something, there is regret, oh, I don't like this feeling, I'm going through it again, or I'm stuck here because I keep making the wrong decisions, or I could have found a way out, or wow, I'm so comfortable. Like all these feelings, all this regret and pain and feelings that you don't want to feel comes from knowing that things can be different. Let's compare it to what can be still difficult but is a better alternative of, well, I will push through. I don't like the comfortability. I don't want to really keep going. I don't know where I'm headed. I know there's supposed to be a light at the end of the tunnel, but I don't see it, but I'm still going to keep going. Even though it feels not that right. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like it's not guaranteed, but I will do it. See, the difference is going to be you're choosing the right choice over the wrong choice. Because when things get better, they get better, yes, regardless of what situation you're really in. I believe in that. But I believe that it can get better for your particular situation or what you need in your life, because you're understanding that it is getting better because where you are headed. Get what I mean? Where it's like, you know where you're headed. You know what you got to do. You know what it takes. And now you're doing the actions. Because it's one thing to say something. It's one thing to be like, oh, I understand where I want to be. But when you get there, or when you finish that line, you're excited, right? You're accomplished. You feel good. But what comes after that? You want more sometimes. Oftentimes, actually. And then that's where I'm trying to get you to understand that you're still growing. You're still going to go through pain. You're still going to feel certain ways, but it's the route that you're choosing. So I want to wrap this video up with, make sure you're choosing the right route. The right route. The right route that route can go ahead and bring you to a route